She actually became a customer of Beachbody just a little over a year ago, on January 28th of last year. And she started P90X just right after that, when it came in on February 2nd. She started her round of P90X. She signed up to be a coach just a couple of weeks later. So February 15th, she became a coach. She went Emerald in less than 45 days. She went Diamond in less than 4 months, which again, that's pretty impressive. I know a lot of you that are new to this or even guests don't know what that means, but for the coaches, we all know how difficult that is. She went 1-star in 10 months. She went 2-star in a year. So you can see there's a trend here. She's not stopping anytime soon, and she's got an incredible story to tell, and I want to bring up Mindy Horde. So she's going to tell you a little bit about her story. One other thing that we stress is that Success Club is really the best way to build your business and to inspire more people. And every month since she has been a coach, she has hit Success Club. And she finished last year with a total of 217 Success Club points. That's over an average of 21 points a month. So she signed up in February. So let's hear it from Mindy. Tell us how you did it.
I'm not really good at public speaking, and I'm nervous, so bear with me. He also told me to keep it under 5 minutes, and anybody who knows me, when I talk, it's really hard to condense it, so I'll do my best. Thanks for asking me to speak. I want to tell all of you, if this is your first Super Saturday, I'm glad you're here. I know that it's hard to give up family time, especially if you are, shy and not used to being around strangers, and you aren't sure about Beachbody, so it's a big deal to come here. Trey talked about Summit. I had the opportunity to go last year, had the rooms booked. Things came up and I wasn't committed to the business and I canceled. And then a week after Summit, I came to my first Super Saturday of June of last year, and I cried watching the footage, and I made that commitment then that I'd never miss an event. I've driven, Louise, one of my coaches, we've driven all the way to Dallas, which is over 4 hours away. And, unless I'm dying, I'm going to show up to every event, and I encourage all of you, if you're customers or coaches, to come. My story is, I had a wreck of a life. Our marriage was, pretty bad, and never had any goals, bad life, and I decided, just for vanity reasons, to do P90X, to lose weight, look good, tired of spending hours to pick out clothes and, trying on a bunch of outfits. And, I'm a very open person. I'll tell you my whole story. And I started posting on Facebook, and people were following me. And then because I was consistent, and I told myself that I was going to stick to it, I ended up losing a whole pant size in 10, 12 days. And everybody was, jumped on board, and my coach said, you need to sign up as a coach. And I, tell everyone that you have to have a reason to become a coach. A lot of people have certain reasons that they just woke up and decided to do this. I didn't really have a reason other than I just can't say no to people. And, that was me. And I didn't have it, so I wasn't trying to get a discount in Shakeology because I was 2 weeks into drinking it. So I thought it was great, awesome stuff, but I wasn't going to, I wasn't thinking long term. I wasn't trying to make extra money. I didn't even know you could be a coach. I thought the coach that contacted me was somebody just on payroll, and she was paid to do it. I didn't get that she was free and, putting all her time into me. And then, she gave me, she didn't hold my hand, but she gave me steps and things that she wanted me to do. And like I said, I advanced Emerald. I did certain things, and I just shared what I was doing and treat people well. And more people kept coming, and, it kept me focused on what I was doing. And so many people say, I haven't done a program, I haven't had a transformation, I'm busy, there's certain things that why they can't do it, and I defied all those odds. My husband worked 7 days out of town, I had 3 kids that went to 3 different schools, I worked full time, I still don't have a social life. These events are my social life. So, people out there who say, well, I don't know a lot of people, I can't inspire people, that's crap, you can. And I did. I never was athletic. I never was into fitness. I drank a 12-pack of beer every night, smoked 2 packs of cigarettes. Our social life was we'd sit out in the garage together and get blitzed every night. We had no aspirations and just get through the day. So this opened up my eyes. honestly have separated who I'm friends with and who I spend time with, and I have a lot of quality people. There's people that have traveled in from Austin that are on our team, and it's pretty amazing to have these wonderful friends. And so I encourage everybody to do the same thing. And like I said, my level of commitment where I bailed on Summit was ridiculous. I wasn't committed, and I went Diamond like 2 weeks before Summit, and it changed everything. And now I'm committed and I'm driven and I'm trying to help people. I push my friends, my coaches, and I have a lot of support from my upline. They don't hold my hand, they don't tell me what to do, they're not responsible for my business, but they encourage me, and it's great to know that even though they're in Miami, it's killing me that they're all there now, but I'm going to make an impact here, and I want everybody else to. So that's my story. You can find me on Facebook, we can talk more. If you want to get to know me, I told them I'd keep it 5 minutes, and I think I did. I want to talk about Richard. Whenever I was, watching my news feed and Instagram Summit last year, I saw, he was announced as the winner. I mean, so I started immediately following him. And I think probably a lot of you were like, who? Richard Neal? Let's, friend him on Facebook. Let's follow Jessica, all these people. And I think he was inspiring and amazing. I've watched his videos, and, it takes a lot to not cry and if you're watching his videos. So you all know. We went to Disney, and we qualified to go to the Success Club trip. We're standing in the lobby, and he was standing there, checking in too, or maybe getting a key. I don't know what he was doing. And I was like, I whispered to my husband, I said, there's Richard Neal. And he's like, really? And he's like, are you going to talk to him? And he's like, do you know him? And I was like, well, he's liked a few things. And I mean, it's just kind of silly. My group, my team, we have a group page in Miami, and so like all of our things, so like we share stuff, and it's silly, like Carl Deichler likes our stuff, Richard Neal comments, we're like, yay, we're awesome. If you're a customer, if you're just a friend on my Facebook, they're like, Richard Neal, who? I'm like, like Miranda Lambert came to our town last week, and everybody was like flipping out that she's there, and I'm like, who cares? I'm like, Richard Neal's coming. So, he was there, and I was so nervous, because, it doesn't matter how you perceive people. It's, to meet a stranger, to speak to them, and to me, he's a celebrity. I mean, he's awesome. So, he's like, are you going to speak to him? I'm like, I guess. So then I was like, hey, did you drive or did you fly? He immediately stopped what he was doing, came over, hugged me, hugged my daughter, hugged him, and if you look at him, he's not approachable. He said to many people, he's like, I'm just not somebody you just go up and hug. And I spent quite a bit of time with him. He did some really nice things, made me cry a couple times. And, he posted on Facebook that, the plans where he was going to go kind of fell through. He's like, where should I go to, Super Saturday? And Ashton had told him, why don't you say that? And he was like, I don't know. She's like, just do it. And so he did, even though he didn't want to. And I was like, man, if you don't ask, you never know. So I saw that. So I tagged all of Sam, Nikki, and everybody. I was like, hey, tell Richard he needs to come to Houston. Everything was like, Houston, 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 Houston. And then he's like, I guess I'm going. You know what I mean? He probably saw the post and didn't, think to reach out. But I'm like, hey, I want him here. And he accepted. And I mean, we're blessed to have him here. We had a private dinner last night, just very casual. He, made an impact and helped out a lot. And so.
And he turned around.
So anyways, I just feel we're really blessed, and that's, my story on that is that, step outside your comfort zone and do things that you're not used to, and don't be afraid to ask, because what was the worst he was going to say? No? I mean, what if he wasn't here right now? I mean, so anyways, we're going to bring him up because I know everybody wants to listen to him, everybody wants to hear him talk, and he's got some powerful words, but we're going to show his video because, a lot of you maybe have not seen it, and if you have, just, to get the Kleenex out.
Yeah, I forgot.